Greetings. This is Tank12 for Tank here, or Vepsi150. I'm going to be talking. This is the main cover here. Mental stigma or mental illness is not a sickness. It is a challenge. And so basically, you get a lot of bullies out there that make fun of people that don't have the same mental capacity as them, in some ways. So what you got to know is that, man, you can't predict the human reaction, especially in my brain. You cannot predict what a person's going to do because you don't know them. So there's a lot of bullying I've noticed. In World of Tanks, and I'm going to come across this issue. One thing you must avoid in this game is training rooms. Unless you're training with a clan, of course that makes sense. But training rooms, they're a bloody nightmare. Okay, so there are some good rooms, but then a young kid just, oh yes, let's make a training room, and all of a sudden you got these adults coming in, or older people, whatever you want to call them, just trolling, and trolling is a form of, it's a form of narcissism. That might come as a surprise, but it is. Why is that? Because they're not getting into getting into other people's shoes. And they cause havoc, absolutely havoc with people's minds. So on the bottom line, it can be direct or indirect, like bullying. Sometimes can escalate somebody's mental challenges, resulting in ruining their lives. So I've seen it many times in World of Tanks, or in real life, for example, of people bullying other people, and they just can't handle anymore, and they explode. And then they end up in the hospital, and then they end up being diagnosed, and the label gets onto them, and they don't know what else to think of. That makes me angry. But the one thing you gotta know about mental illness, it's not mental illness, it's a mental challenge, I think. So labels like, diagnoses like autism, FASD, schizophrenia, I and like bipolar or manic depression, that stuff, man, it sucks. It just comes upon somebody's life and things happen. So mental challenge are faced by everyone. So in that terms, we need to respect each other in order to keep that mental health up. Positive remarks. Just talking to somebody normally. That doesn't happen a lot. When soon as somebody sees that label, they're like, oh, okay, this guy's crazy. Oh no, this guy is doing it on purpose. That's all mental stigma. So, I want to guide you through. Now, I'm going to go. Now, me and World of Tanks. I suck. I've always sucked at the game. I'm average, actually. I'm not Unicum or a tomato. But that is a label. And that can be viewed as stigma. So, in terms, there's nothing you can do about it because that's just human nature. And for all respect, all due respect, bullying it's psychological warfare and can be viewed as violence, can be viewed as being like punching somebody. Same thing. That person should go somewhere where they wouldn't expect because That's not how it works. And so yeah, I struggle with mental challenge. We all do. Sometimes more than others. Like, yeah. So let's break it. Let's break it here to everyone. We're blind. We're blind like nature. Like nature, um, for example, nature is blind, but nature is not stupid. I don't. I got that from somewhere, but it works the same thing with mental challenges and narcissism and all of that. We're blind because we cannot get into somebody else's shoes. Just because of the reason of we're only so much, we only have so much mental capacity. And well, we can only pick up certain things. We can only focus on certain things. Multitasking is bullshit. Alright? Whoever thinks that multitasking is real, it isn't. I've learned that from heart to heart. It's just, it's just, people, it's insane. It's absolutely insane to think about it that way, but that's what it is. I've seen many kids get bullied just because they were younger. And because they were younger, I've heard like the words like retard and moron and stuff like that. I actually seen that on my side of things. Because when I'm playing World of Tanks, I'm like, what the fuck? Why am I being bullied like this? Why am I being tortured like this? This isn't nice. Anxiety lowers somebody's battle performance. So why the hell do they do it? Because they have no fucking clue about who that person is. And even if they do, that means they're obviously a narcissistic, whatever you call it. But that's labeling. That's same thing with mental challenges. That's a mental challenge to that person. We're human. People don't take it that way. So that's my stand up for this. This is this is going to be a battle for all of us. We're all in it. We're all in this world. I want to stand up for the best of people's well-being. This is Bepsi 150 or Tank 12 Free Tank signing out.